welcome to our home. I am Princess.
And I am the Goop. And this is Gulps'N'Games. Weekly show where we have some gulps, give a little background on it, and then we play a game and give a little how-to on it. So this week we have a Birch Bark Porter from Kickstand Brewing Company.
This sounds delicious.
They don't have too much on their website about their brewery. They do brews and food. The food is local ingredients. Let's see where it's from. Oh, here we go. Union Lake Road in Commerce Township, Michigan.
Oh, I wonder where that is.
Michigan.
Michigan's pretty big.
And yeah, so then the chef also brews food to go along with the beer.
I wonder what he would make to go with this.
I don't know, but there's like a...
Don't they make Birch chocolate stuff?
Chicken sandwich with waffles.
Oh.
Is the bun. When you get down to like their About Me section, it says, why Kickstand? Because it's called Kickstand Brewing Company. And he said, actually, we get that question a lot. Perhaps it's due to the parallels that can be drawn between the history and evolution of the bike and the advances in rich history of beer. Well, we could make up some really creative idea like that. How the two are so closely aligned and the perfection that goes into crafting a good bike is very similar to the perfection, creativity, and artistry that it takes to create a full-bodied, robust, solid beer. But hey, that's not how we roll. See what we did there? In all honesty, when you think about it, what does a kickstand represent? Putting it down means you have finished a ride or a journey. Putting it up means you are just getting started on another chapter. That's the way we look at our friendship and our shared passion for what we are trying to accomplish. To provide world-class beer that is uniquely our own, it has been a dream of ours for many years. So we suppose the kickstand represents not only the beginning of the journey, pursuing our passion, but also of the intermediate steps in between. Each batch represents a new opportunity for another journey. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Scott and Brendan.
All right.
Those are the founders. Doesn't say when they founded it, how long they've been doing it for, or anything.
Okay, well, let's try it out.
Yep. So,
let me read what it's about. Okay, Birch Bark Porter. Brewed with 7 different specialty malts. This porter is rich with notes of fresh roasted coffee and decadent chocolate. This sounds delicious.
It does, yes.
I just want to take a moment to think about how good it's going to taste. So hopefully it lives up to it. And where is Commerce? I'll look it up. I feel like I've seen signs for it. Oh, it's down by Detroit, babe. It looks like, Wixom, we go by on your way to the Comic-Con.
Oh.
That's how I've seen signs.
Oh. Smells dark.
It does. It smells good.
I am.
Oh, yeah, I am. Not as good as Sam's Adams chocolate beer.
You mean the one that they rarely ever do anymore?
Yeah. But it does have notes of chocolate in it. I like it. It's pretty good. I wish I had some bourbon in it. Bourbon with chocolate.
I can only taste
Is
6.
there a beer like that?
I can only taste 6 malts.
Whatever, you don't know.
Oh, nope. There's the 7th one.
Okay, babe. What's
So-
our game?
So, bit of a stretch here for connecting the beer with the game.
Okay.
You remember in Nightmare Before Christmas how it starts, where he goes into the woods, and how does he find Christmas Town?
I don't know.
He opens up in a door in a tree. This is a tree.
Oh, birch bark.
Yep. So
Okay.
So the tree. So we're gonna play Nightmare Before Christmas Funkoverse.
It is October. Halloween coming up.
Yeah, but it doesn't really fit with the beer.
Oh no, it makes kind of sense.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up because I haven't even opened most of this yet. Just read some of the directions earlier.
I was like, you haven't read the directions.
But let's get set up and we'll be right back. Alright, all set up and ready to play. So this one actually comes with different styles of playing as opposed to the Batman and Harry Potter ones that we had before.
Cool.
I think it's, they made a bunch of the first ones that way and they came out with new ones. So one we're playing today is called Triumph. So one of the main ways to get points is to end the round while standing on this little center spot right there.
Okay.
And
the round or end the game?
The round. Because the game ends when you get 6 points.
Oh, okay.
So as usual, you get a point for interacting with the 4 things there, and then
A, B, C, or D.
Yep. And then when it comes off of the cooldown thing, you get an extra point. One second, where it was. Gain extra points. There's so many different things in here. I just want to make sure that I'm saying the right things. I haven't seen gain extra points in here. Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is new or we're doing it wrong before, but when you interact with this, you gain a point for interacting with it. It then goes on the cooldown track on number 4. After 4 rounds, it then goes back onto the map where it came from. So it can be interacted with a second time.
Oh, not the letter.
Yeah, the letters.
I thought you meant the point, and I'm like,
oh, no, no.
How do you gain the point?
No, you get 1 point. Because before, the last one was you get it, and then you get a point after it comes off the thing.
Ah.
I don't know if that's new or if we were just doing it wrong on the first game. I think that's different. I think before you get a point and then it came off here and you get the point. Because it didn't say to put it back on that other one. So there's 3 ways to gain points in this version. You can either knock out a rival. So if I knock out one of you 2, I get a point for knocking you out. One time I attack you, you get knocked down. The second time you're knocked out. Another way is if you if you end the round on the Triumph Square, you get a point there, and interacting with those you get points. Since we each have 2 characters, we get 6 points wins. If we each had 3, it would be 10 points wins.
Okay.
This one they say is a free-for-all. You can actually have 4 players, and each person will play their own character. Where on the ones that we've played before, it was actually where you did teams. So you would have, each team would play the 3. Just like before, you have all of your attacks on here that you can do. You have to roll the die in order to do that. I think, and then same thing. The shield is a defend. The that is attack, and the exclamation point I believe was worth double. Sorry, it's been a while since we played Funkoverse. Shouldn't let it go so long. It's a fun game. Okay, yeah. So this is pretty much, it counts as 3 successes for either the challenger or the defender when they roll it. So, and then each attack tells you how many die to roll for your attacks. And I mean, you get 2 actions. I don't think we have a card that tells you what your actions are, but so you get 2 actions for each one of your characters, and then then you put the do not use counter on them. You can either do move up to 2 squares in any direction, so that would be 1 time. So if I move twice, that counts as one of those actions.
Okay.
Roll 2 die to challenge an adjacent rival. Adjacent means you can see them without something blocking them. So right now none of us can see anyone. Stand up an adjacent ally that has been knocked down or interact with something. There's also special actions. Basic characters cannot do these. That's these 4 over here that we're not using. Black Cat, Wolfman, Vampire, and Mummy. They gave us 4, where in the Batman one we only had 2 of those basic characters. Or use an item, and so like you have the fog juice as your item. And I don't have an item, but I have...
Do it at the beginning of the game, though, it says.
What?
It says I have to do it at the beginning.
At the beginning of the game, add 1 ability token to your ability token pool. Oh, so you get this.
Okay. Woohoo!
I don't know what the Igor token and detachable arm token do, unless maybe your guys... Oh,
What happens about a detachable arm?
Okay.
At the start of the game, place the detachable arm minion token adjacent to Sally. If Sally is challenged and within 4 squares of the detachable arm, she may swap places with it. Change the target of the challenge to the
detachable arm.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, so his must be, I'm pretty sure he uses Igor, so I want to read what.
He does. At the start of the game, place the Igor minion token adjacent to Dr. Frankenstein. When Dr. Frankenstein becomes exhausted, Igor does a move 2, and then they may push an adjacent ally 1 square. But I'm adjacent from Igor, right? Or Dr. Frankenstein?
This is Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh.
And so now you put Igor anywhere adjacent to him, so anywhere surrounding...
Who's Igor, the green thing?
Yeah, this token right here.
Oh! I just assumed it was the green thing. I'm like, oh, okay, we did that.
No, that's Iggy Boogie.
Oh, okay, so I put this anywhere?
Anywhere adjacent to Dr. Finkelstein.
Okay.
And then same thing with her. It has to be adjacent is one of the squares.
Adjacent, yes.
Same thing with the arm. You do the arm for Sally.
This is the arm?
Yep. Does it say to put white or black side up, or maybe that doesn't matter? Oh, you know, that probably is whatever color you chose. Alright, so now I have a companion. I actually have Zero. And he's this little token right here. And so what Zero allows me to do is he acts as a 3rd character pretty much. And he gets 2 moves when Jack goes, then he gets to go after Jack goes. So it doesn't count as a third person that it goes after Jack. Or I can use all 4 of Jack's actions, like 2 Jack's actions and his 2 actions on just him. Zero can move through rivals if they were allies. So if one of you guys are in my way and I want to get somewhere, I can just move Zero right through. On their turn, allied characters within 2 squares of Jack may use Jack's abilities as though they were printed on their card. And then, if Oogie rolls the normal or boogie dice and all the faces match, shift an ability token on your cooldown track down 1. Okay. Let's get started.
Yes.
So, I'm going to go first. I get to move Jack up to 2 spaces. I'm just going to move him here, and then I'm going to interact with this. So this goes on the cooldown track. I get 1 point. Then 0 gets, oh, then this goes here. Then 0 gets also moved. So I'm going to move him 1. Now I can't go diagonal here because this slot machine there is blocking my path. So I can go up here 2. And now he's used one of his moves, and I'll use 1 and 2, and that finishes his. So now it's your turn.
I don't roll.
You don't roll yet. We haven't attacked anything.
Okay, so I do 2.
Yep.
1, 2.
Okay. And then you get one more basic action. You can move her 2. Nope. It's only her.
1.
You can move her 2 spaces.
2.
Okay.
I'm interacting with D.
You can't interact. You already used both your basic actions.
Okay.
That's why you should have went straight for that. I don't know why you went over here and then over there.
Oh.
Alright, so now you put the no on her because she's exhausted. And now it's my turn.
Well, my other... Oh, I was his companion. That's right.
Yeah, I got to move his companion. And now I get to play... Also, Jack Skellington has a status card that I get to... when this character does an ability, I can discard the status card to decrease the cost of that ability by 2. So I get to use it... pretty much I can either pay just 1 to do Halloween or get free on one of those other 2 for his abilities. But now it's Oogie Boogie's turn. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to interact with this. And I get a point. And that's the end of his turn. And now it's your turn.
2?
Yep.
1, 2. I interact with this?
Yep. So you get 1 point.
Woohoo.
And now you put the exhaust on him. Exhaust. So now he's exhausted. Oh. So now we've all used all of our things.
Wait. When exhaust. When Dr. Finkelstein becomes exhaust, Igor does a move 2 and then may push an adjacent ally 1 square. Who's Igor?
Igor's that little token right there.
Oh, is that his companion? Oh, that's right. So I was supposed to move 2. I was supposed to move him 2. Right?
This is I'm just confused because it says it doesn't move 2, but it's a number 2. So what's move? It's not like also. Okay. I think it just means that he gets to move 2 squares. So you can move him 2 squares. Not him, Igor. And then what's the other thing say?
And then push an adjacent ally 1 square. I don't have any adjacent allies.
I kind of wish it would break them down like they're new things. Why wouldn't they have a thing explaining what they do?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the things that we were a little frustrated with the first ones we got, and I thought they might fix it in the newer ones. They don't really break down the specific things. Like, this is Igor and her detachable arm are brand new.
It's down to whatever you think it means.
Yeah, because like move 2 and then push an adjacent guy 1 square. Mm-hmm. I guess you could move towards him and then push him. Mm-hmm. But why wouldn't it just say move 2 spaces? Why would it say does a move 2?
Yeah.
So, okay. So now that's done with, and we unexhaust our characters. So take all your exhaust markers off your characters. Anything that's on your track moves down 1 row. Since I ended the turn on the Triumph Square, I gain 1 point. And then now it's your turn to go first.
With Sally, I'm going to interact with D.
Okay.
And I get a point.
Yep.
And I can move 1 more.
Yep. You'll move 2 spaces. Interacting was your first move, and now you can move up to 2 spaces. Would be your second basic action.
Okay. 1.
Yep, that was 2.
Oh.
Listen. She was here. You interact with this, and then you moved it twice.
I got it.
Okay. All right. So now you put the exhaust marker on her.
Dong. What time is it? Dong. Dong. Because you sounded like you were doing the humming to that, you know, when a clock goes off.
All right. So I'm going to do what's this? And I get to move 2, then choose a standing ally or rival that I can see and pull them 1 square. So this goes on 2, so I get to move 2, and then I pull you 1 square. And now I'm going to discard this and only cost 1 to do This Is Halloween. I do a challenge 3 to each adjacent standing rival. So I'm going to roll my 3, and I have 2 attack. So now you roll 3. You have to beat 2 on defense. And you did not, so you've been knocked down.
Oh.
Okay, so he's gone. I'm going to choose...
Hold on, I was challenged within 4 squares, right? Or no? Of the detachable arm?
1, 2, yep.
So, then, if Sally is challenged within 4 squares of detachable arm, she may swap places with it. Change the target of the challenge to the detachable arm. Okay, I'm going to do that. Sorry, it took me a minute to be like, hey, wait a minute.
Okay, so does that mean that the detachable arm is just out of the game then?
I don't know!
Because the detachable arm lost.
It did.
So, and I don't think it can just be knocked down. I think it gets knocked out.
Place knocked out characters here.
Yeah, I think they just gave us a cooldown track on here, and so we don't have to use this.
Okay.
Especially since we'd be having 4 players, we only get 2 of these.
Oh.
So I'm going to say what happened is it counts it as being knocked out because it's an arm and not a character. And so you would put it on the 4 of your cooldown track.
No, I put it here.
That's where you want to put it.
Yeah.
Because look at the bottom of your
That's
card.
what the game board says.
It also says place knocked out characters here.
Oh.
I get a point for knocking it out.
Because I'll forget to do that over there.
Yeah, see, nothing like... I mean, did that sound right to you? I mean, it's just an arm. So
yeah.
Okay. Alright. So, and I'm not going to use 0. So I'm just going to put the exhaust marker on. I'm going to leave him where he's at. And I don't really need to use any of his things. So now it's your turn.
I moved this dude.
Okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
Now, is this a character? What's
That
this?
is Igor.
Oh, okay. I don't want to attack him.
You get to do another move with him because moving 2 is just 1 basic action. So you get to do a second basic action with him. Okay. You're just going to leave him there?
Yeah.
And now you get to move Igor like it says you can do.
No, one from Dr. Frankel's. Oh, exhaust. Oh, yeah. That he's Dr. Frankenstein. 2?
See how it's a green line? You can't go through there.
Oh. Okay. 1, 2. 2.
Okay. And you want to push Finkelstein anywhere?
Who's Finkelstein?
Dr. Finkelstein.
Oh, and let's put him on where around ends then. I can do
What?
that, right?
What?
I can put him here?
No, because I'm there. You have to take me out in order to go there.
I thought we all had to get there to make the round end, whatever that means.
No. If you are on that spot at the end of the round, you get a point.
Oh.
So since I'm there, you have to take me out in order to get me off of there so that I don't get another point.
I'm gonna challenge you then.
You can't. You used both of his moves.
Okay. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
No. No. Off. Mavis.
Because now I'm going to have to try to remember to cut that out.
It's okay, babe. How many times have our cats jumped up here?
Yeah, but...
Mavis.
The cat's jumping on doesn't make a loud noise that will hurt people's ears. Because it is a lot louder on the videotape when she barks. Well, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go... I'm going to use Oogie Boogie's Gambling Boogeyman. So I'm going to place this on number 2 on my cooldown track. And then I get to move 2 spaces. So let's go 1, 2. And then I get to roll my boogie dice. And if I roll 7 or more, I get to do a basic action. So 7. I got 7.
How do you know that's 7?
4 and 3.
4 what?
That's 4 dots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
4 plus 3 is...
The skulls on it were confusing me.
So I have to do a basic action, so I'm going to move him up to 2. I'm just going to move him 1. And... I'm going to play... I don't play fair. Put that on my number 4. I do a... And I got 3. So now you roll these and you have to beat 3. I also get to roll these. You beat 3. 7.
Whoa.
So I did not get a point for knocking you out, but I got 7. And it says if I roll 7 or more, I get to shift a thing down the cooldown track 2 of them. So let's do... Let's move... Let's move C down here.
Me?
No.
Oh.
Alright, that's the end of the round.
Yep, so we move these down.
C goes back where I got it from.
Hey, no.
I get a point because 0's still there. And now I get to start first. So I'm going to move Jack 2, and interact with this, and I get my 6 point and I win.
I'm sure there's a lot more questions than that, but I don't know if they are.
I mean, I did just notice it said here, hail to the Pumpkin King, move 1, and then give this character the Pumpkin King status. So I guess I don't just start with Pumpkin King status, I have to use that in order to get the Pumpkin King status card. On the Harry Potter game, Bellatrix got her status cards and she gave them to other people. So that's why I thought it started. And I think Harry Potter has status cards too or something.
So this is obviously a game you gotta play a few times before you understand it.
Yeah, the more you play it, the more you're going to get it. I understand it. I understand what we're doing, and I mean we're just moving through here collecting points. And since 0 got there and you never took them out, I was getting points at the end of each round. And my biggest critique is that they really needed to break down the individual card things. Like Igor and the detachable arm should be explained.
Explain more.
Yeah, like there should be something in the directions of how to use those cards. They're brand new, just like the companion was explained in there. I mean that's brand new as well. So I just feel like those two things should have been explained how you use them, because maybe you do. Maybe that's. I think the flipping is because at the beginning you choose white or black, and then you flip this, and white gets to go first. So I think if it's white team, it's white up. If it's black team, it's black up.
Maybe.
Because
wasn't really explained in the directions.
No.
Or I missed it.
No, that's not in the directions. It just says detachable arm and Igor token. That's all it says for them. And then what's the 2 in the shield? That's actually explained somewhere. Oh, again, I didn't notice this. Maybe we were doing this wrong last time too. I thought when you challenge, if I use 4, you get to use 4. But it says here the defense is when you're challenged, that's how many die you get to roll. So when I challenged you just now, you were only supposed to roll 2 when I rolled the 4. So that's something, I don't remember that being in the last one, but I do remember seeing the shields with the numbers, so maybe we just glossed over that. Because I swear it said that when you attack, you roll the same amount of
dice.
dice.
Play it again later, at a later date.
Oh, we'll play. This is the 4th time we've done this game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a different version now, but yeah. So we'll bring this back. We'll probably play the same. Maybe we'll do Triumph again the next time we do it, just to keep it the same game, to keep trying to figure it out. We need to play it ourselves more often when we're not on video too, so we can learn how to play it.
Can we have another quarantine where we just have no time to do anything? Or we'd have lots of time, I mean. Yeah. That's how this all started.
If I forget to edit out the dog barks, I am sorry. I think I forgot last week to edit them out. I know that it comes out of the speakers extremely abrasive. Jen likes to egg her on and get her barking like she's doing right now.
I'm trying to keep her calm.
Just ignore her and tell her to shut up.
No, that's when she was barking.
Bark when I pet her.
Okay.
We don't cheers yet.
Oh.
As always, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Please leave some comments down below. Do you have Funkoverse? Are we doing anything wrong that you know that we're doing wrong, so we can make sure that we fix it for next time? Are you guys as confused about this game if you do have it? It just seems like a very confusing game, and there's just not enough explanation. The directions are very, there's a lot of them, but then it's just like, it doesn't break down the things that you need to have broken down. I mean, a lot of it breaks down, like, examples of what your character can see. Like, I don't think they needed quite so much to show that when it's like, there's a line in front of me, I can't see through the line. But then it doesn't explain how the Igor token works. I like this game. I wish we played it more often. We tend to play other games more than we play this. Nobody wants to play weird games, I guess.
So if you like to play weird games, come play with me.
Your mom and sister only ever want to play hand and foot.
Yep.
Silliest game ever. But yeah, thanks for coming. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. I don't know if we have any birthdays coming up. It's not August anymore. Cheers.
Cheers.